Quick reference. Remember how I just got in this car? Knee hitting the steering wheel. Alright, what is going on YouTube? Chris here again with another video, and for today we're going to go over a couple things that my wife and I dislike, not hate, just dislike about our 2023 Z71 Chevy Tahoe. So these are opinion based, these are opinions that we've gathered after having this vehicle for about a month now. So don't get me wrong, we absolutely love this thing or we wouldn't be having it. It's just for content and people looking to buy one, see what people's opinions are on this thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll through some of the notes I have, and we'll talk about the stuff that we dislike about this car. Furthermore, stay tuned, consider subscribing, because we will have the things that we absolutely love and adore about this car coming up as well. So let's go ahead and roll on with this video. So first things first is our miles per gallon. So we traded in our 2020 Blazer RS for this 2023 Tahoe, and we were getting about lower 20s for fuel range. With this car, she drives in the city to get to and from work every day, and she's getting about anywhere from 14 to about 17 miles per gallon. Now on the freeways, we always go to Disney and whatnot, and from there we're getting about, I'd say about 17 to 19 miles per gallon. So that is condition number one that we dislike about the car, and we are aware this is what was going to happen when we transferred over to a V8. So can't knock it, what we already knew, but that's just one thing we dislike about this car. Alright, let's just hop in real quick and see what we're currently sitting at. So there we go, 13.8, averaging about almost 30 miles per hour. Not the most pleasant thing you want to see, especially with gas prices right now. So hate number two would be the size of this thing, which is also the reason why we bought it, so we kind of contradict ourselves. But the size being an issue for parking. Right now it doesn't really bother us because I am in a big sports event area and they're used to people having bigger cars, but when you're in a city and there's compact parking, it is absolutely hard to park this big old boat, tank, whatever you guys want to call this thing. So yeah, like I said, when we're going to Disney and we're parking at airports, I can see us having an issue. Out here in the open, perfectly fine. But something I'll address in the things we love about this car, it has a 360 camera that makes parking a lot easier. But just the sheer size of this thing, this is the biggest car that my wife or I have owned. So that can be an issue for somebody jumping into one of these for the first time. So dislike number three, we're gonna go ahead and hop back into the car, and this is for the lane keep assist. Now I have had lane keep assist on other vehicles that work, some don't work. This car absolutely does not work, and it's kind of frustrating when you're paying the type of money you are for these type of vehicles. So let me just go ahead and show you guys. This handy dandy button right here, your lane keep assist, it is definitely not that assisting. So what it does is it basically just alerts you when you're getting in and out of your lanes. But on other cars, they'll actually like slightly steer you into position. Now, I don't know if it's just a default on our car on why it's not working, but for the life of us, it does not keep us in our lane. We don't really rely on it. But once again, if you're paying the type of money you are for these cars, you would expect that to work. But yeah, that doesn't really seem to be the case for our car. If there's a way to fix that, let it comment down below, and then we can go ahead and try to fix that for ourselves. All right, and number four, which is a big stiffler for me because we do live in Florida. It's always hot here, as you guys know. So these cars have the heated seats and heated steering wheel. However, it does not have ventilated seats. So there's no AC cooling factor built into these seats. And I've been in some Fords, my buddy's got a Raptor, stuff like that, where they have ventilated seats, and it makes a world's difference, especially when you're out here in the Florida sun. So once again, That's kind of a miss on Chevy. They probably should have applied these cars with ventilated seats. Even if it was an upgraded package, I probably would have gotten that route just for those seats. But yeah, just a bummer. Another miss that I think Chevy missed out on. Like, there's your heated steering wheel. Just put a little cooling body enjoying himself right here. Maybe we'll get better lighting this way. There we go. So I actually have a pretty short list of stuff that we hate. Like, we had to really like dig down deep and figure out what we actually don't like about this car, because we're in love with this thing, don't get me wrong, like I said. So next up is trunk space. So I'll head outside for that one, and then we also have tail lights and judgy people, and the exhaust. Oh yeah, the exhaust. So the rest of this stuff can pretty much be from the outside of the car. So let's go ahead and hop on out, and I will discuss the last three that I have on our list. So the next thing to land on our list is the exhaust, and this is kind of like a 2-point. So one is, it's very quiet for a V8. I'll show you in a second. And two is, you'll notice there's really no exhaust ports. You don't really see anything. Like, I've always been the fan of the quad exhaust tips that like the higher models have, but ours pretty much just hides right here. Out of sight, out of mind. Lame. But yeah, so I don't like the style of that, so that's something I can swap out. I'll put the dual exhaust back there, make it look nice and clean. And yeah, let's go ahead and play this quiet exhaust for you as well. So I don't know how good it's gonna pick up, but I will attempt it. Like I said, whack. Now if that was a letdown for you like me, wait till you see these tail lights. Absolutely horrendous. This shouldn't be a thing on 2023 vehicles. Get with the ages. These are halogen tail lights, and they're absolutely ugly. It's the daytime, so we'll see what I can show you guys, but at nighttime, it's that yellow light that nobody wants. These should definitely be LED. So here are the tail lights. Like I said, there's that little bulb in there, which these should definitely be LED. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the lights so you can see what I'm talking about. There you go, let's see. Yeah, those things are freaking ugly. Chevy, fix that immediately. That is unsat. Alright, next thing I have is the actual trunk space in this car. So if you know me or have been following my channel for a while, I'm a very realistic person. I'm not going to spruce anything up for you. This is pretty much how we've had the car. Now when I'm taking family and whatnot, we'll raise up the third row. But so yeah, trunk space. If that third row was not down, like you had to have it up, you're only really having this much space, which is like a little bit more than an elbow's room of cargo space. So I mean, it's not the worst, but our Blazer definitely had more room. But at the same time, if I need that extra room, I'll just drop the seat. So it's not a game changer or a game killer. But yeah, I mean, like I said, very nitpicky. And there's the Suburban that has the bigger trunk space and whatnot. And what I've read is that the 2023 actually has more cargo space here. So can't really complain. But like I said, some of these are just very nitpicky, just trying to find stuff that we don't like. But yeah, I mean, I love this car, dude. Like, look at this. Like, I can charge my battery back here for my camera while I'm vlogging, and it works. So yeah, but the cargo space, knock me, don't knock me, but that was one of our last reasons. Going off script here, but there's also the seating issue, right? So each car comes with 2 key fobs, one's for driver A, one's for driver B, or driver 1, driver 2, however you want to say it. But it's primarily my wife's car, so she's driver 1, I'm driver 2. Now the issue is my wife is like 5'1", I'm 5'11", 6 foot, so there is that distance on the knee length where it's going to be bothersome. Now what sucks is even though I have my key fob, it's supposed to auto adjust to your settings, but it doesn't really take effect until you hit engine start. So trying to climb in and hit my knees on the steering wheel isn't ideal. I mean, it doesn't bother her since there's a big gap, but if you're taller going into a smaller seat, it could be a little bit of an issue or annoyance. Like somebody for handicap issues or whatnot, probably isn't ideal, but that's just one other thing that I've noticed. There is a way to reprogram that into our software or our settings. Like I said, please let us know down below. It will save me a ton of annoyance because, yeah, I love my knees, don't love whacking my knees. Alright, and our last dislike about this car is how much attention it actually brings. And sometimes it's not the best attention. There's judgy people out there that when they see my wife and I roll up, park the car, get out, they'll stare at us like we're entitled or we're rich, or that's probably our parents' car because of how young we are, because these are expensive cars. And that's just part of the game. It's like somebody walking out with a Lamborghini, I guess, you know. You're always wondering, what do they do for work and whatnot? So something we haven't been used to, but I can definitely sense that like judgy feel towards us now. But it is what it is. Work hard at what you do, love what you do, save up, and you can get yourself your dream car too. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up my last little dislike or hate about our car. I'm sure we'll find more new stuff once we have this car a little bit longer, because as I said, it's only been about a month. But yeah, what do you guys think about the list that we had? Very nitpicky, I know, I'm very aware of that. And if you guys have something on your car that you don't like, lay a comment down below and let's talk about it, share our opinions. But yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, consider subscribing, because we are going to release in the future things that we absolutely love about this car. And can't wait to film that one, because that's a long list of things that we can show you guys. But yeah, lay a comment down below what you guys thought about this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If not, tell me how I can improve. And with that being said, I just want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life on idle. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Alright, I lied. One last bonus little piece. I've already changed this out. It's on my channel if you guys want to see how to do it. But these LED side markers, they used to be orange reflectors. Did not bode well with the car at all. So I have that upgraded already. I have a couple other things I want to throw on the car. So like I said, stay tuned. You're going to see everything. I put everything I ever do to my vehicles on my channel, whether how big or small it is, even like this bug deflector. So really, consider subscribing if you love the car, and it helps the channel out. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.